I'm Zach Walsh reporting live here on scene at the Broadcasting Center where a multi-scooter pileup has occurred early this Tuesday afternoon. The perceived cause of the collision was the sophomore A.K. Sai Rashi updating his LinkedIn profile while riding the scooter. While he did suffer 3 broken ribs, he got 5 new connections, so you can chalk that up as a win. I was able to interview some eyewitnesses about the event, which turned this Tuesday afternoon into tragedy.
Yeah, bro, it was like mad crazy. One sec, all the scooters up. Next sec, scooters down. Like, what? It was a movie for real, for real.
I'm just so happy I picked up my free complimentary fashionable Lime helmet. Otherwise, I could have been on concussion number 5.
So I passed by the Lime crash, and as a nursing major, I felt very inclined to help, but I'm just so busy today. I have a lab to go to, a study group, and oh my God, I think I'm actually late. Sorry, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we got a call at about 1400 this afternoon about a Lime scooter pileup outside of the broadcasting building. It's just another day for us ROTC kids. We hear about a collision, we're gonna come in hard, we're gonna come in fast, and we're gonna do our service. Hoorah.
And there you have it. Reporting live, Zach Walls, the Updog News. Now, back to you in the studio.
Welcome to the first ever episode of the Updog here at Gonzaga University. My name's Bradley Miller.
And I'm Lindsay Anderson. We have a great show for you today, but first, happy Halloween.
Exactly. Today is October 31st, Halloween 2019, and we totally did not shoot this yesterday and quickly edit it overnight.
Absolutely. In fact, to prove that today is Halloween, October 31st, we have today's issue of The Bulletin. It is Halloween.
Yeah, and I have the latest issue of the Spokesman Review. It is Halloween. Gonzaga Bulletin confirms. So I guess that proves it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now that we've gained your trust, here are some headlines. The Coeur d'Alene Library has said somebody has been hiding left-leaning books out of sight of the general public since August of this year. A classic case of owning the libs to own the libs.
The Gonzaga Bulletin recently wrote a story on this year's DJ DeSmet duo. Sure, when they play music in their dorms, it's okay, but when I do it, I disturbing quiet hours and get written up.
Seattle Sounders beat LAFC 3-1 to clinch their spot in the MLS Cup, despite LAFC having a 6-1 chance of winning. In other instances of overcoming steep odds, I didn't fail media law.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints recently announced its new temple location in Moses Lake. Spoiler alert, it's in Moses Lake.
The U.S. Army will partner up with former Blink-182 founder Tom DeLonge's UFO research company to study alien technology. I guess the only question they have for aliens is, where are you?
Wildfires are raging across Northern California right now, and I can confirm this is the only time anyone has been accurate in saying St. Mary's is on fire.
Kurt Cobain's sweater from his MTV Unplugged performance sold at an auction for over $300,000, making it the most expensive sweater ever sold. So I guess that explains the embroidery on the back. Take that, Mr. Rogers. Kind of mean, but I like it.
With the new Myrtle Woolton Performing Arts Center completed, many Gonzaga students are claiming that the building is not accessible enough to a certain group. For more, we go to the Updog's Emmett Rice.
The problem of skateboard vandalism has become a serious issue for the Gonzaga University administration. And to prevent this issue, they have deliberately made all architecture unskateable. What might just seem like ugly architecture to a civilian now represents what Gonzaga skaters call discrimination.
I mean, when me and the boys heard about the new building, we were stoked. New architecture always means new spots, new tricks, you know. But it turns out this campus is anti-skater, which is, is what it is. Not really chill about it, but, pretty pissed, actually. All these sick features are just unskateable now.
I see these spots, and my immediate thoughts like kickflip, back tail, 270 out. And I think like every skater would probably think the same, but as you can see, like they're capped and kinked like all over the place, so they stopped me from doing so. Yeah.
Some of the Gonzaga skater boys have begun to speculate that there is a whistleblower walking, or shall I say, skating amongst them.
So I look at these gaps, kinks, and ledges and think that there's no way a scooter kid could know how to stop us skaters from hitting these sick ledges. Because only a skater knows how to stop a skater from skating, man. So that just means that there's gotta be a narc among us, man.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the whistleblower. I've been a skater my whole life, but I just need another source of income, and the university reached out to me about, capping some of the ledges, kinking some of them over at Myrtle Wilson. I couldn't turn it down. I mean, God, I would just love to go over there, hit a kickflip, back tail, 270 out. But, if you saw what they were paying me, I bet you'd do it too.
The university reports that this narc has saved them hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential damages. Now, as you walk through campus or the streets of Spokane, you'll begin to notice the caps and kinks on these ledges. From the Updog, I'm Emmett Rice. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Emmett.
The NCAA recently announced that college athletes can now profit off their own likeness.
This is huge news for our Zags, with them now being able to launch their own line of products on the side. And we here at the Updog, we want to be the first people to pitch some products for them.
So without further ado, we present the Updog's top 5 products for Gonzaga men's basketball players. Number 1, Killian Tilly Hydro Flask.
Number 2, Corey Kispert in the house wear supplies.
Number 3, Philippe Petide Pods.
Number 4, Matthew Lang Bucket of Tang.
Number 5, Ryan Woolridge Mini Fridge.
Earlier this month, Gonzaga Housing and Residence Life announced that they will not be keeping dorms open for the North Carolina game on December 18th. This was met with a lot of backlash from Zags past and present, but here with his thoughts on it is the Updog's co-head writer, Zach Walls.
Hey, how are we doing?
Doing all right.
Oh, what were you guys talking about? How's the show going?
I mean, it's going all right. You wrote half of this. You should know how it's going.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right. Yeah.
All right. So Gonzaga is closing the residence halls for the biggest game of the year. I mean, that's heartbreaking. How do you feel about it?
I mean, shoot, man, darn. I know I'm supposed to care, but I just don't. And if I have to be completely honest with myself, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, it's a home game against a ranked opponent where I don't have to sleep in a tent in sub-freezing temperatures just to get in. I mean, that's a Gonzaga miracle. That's bigger than the snow day last year. I mean, if you're at Disneyland and you get handed fast passes to Space Mountain, you don't feel bad for everyone who's got to wait in the line. You go make that family memory and you go ride the waves. So I'm stoked. I gotta say it.
What do you say to the people who think that this is unfair, like the underclassmen?
Well, okay, on paper, it does look unfair. It does look egregiously unfair on paper, but throw the off-campus kids a bone. You guys do not realize how easy it is to live on campus. You have meal plans where you're gonna get unlimited swipes into the cog with Bulldog Bucks. I've eaten Chef Boyardee 3 times this week, and each time I've been excited. I've tried every brand of frozen pizza, and they're all just awful, even the Trader Joe's one. And I mean, the dorms are just nice and cozy and warm. You don't have to pay for heat. In my house, if we touch our thermostat before December 1st, our landlady shows up with an eviction notice. So, I mean, yeah, you don't get a go, but just the team's still gonna be good in 3 years, and you'll be off campus then, and I think that's fair.
How can you help people cope with this?
I'd say my best advice is, especially for the freshmen, is I get it. And again, it's disappointing. But the game isn't until a week after finals. You're gonna be back home. You're gonna have you have this whole semester to make new Zag friends that you can watch the game with. And 95% of this people who go to this school are from Seattle or the Bay Area anyway, so you're gonna be able to find people to watch it with. And so get some wings, get some pizza, get some Tang, and turn on to ESPN2 to watch me in the front row cheering on the Zags as they try to avenge that natty.
Zach Walls, everybody.
Hey, Zags by 90!
Plenty of students work long hours to pay tuition at Gonzaga, but a new work study has started this year that has many students talking.
Work-study positions help some Gonzaga students fund their education at the university. While the most popular work-study positions are working the circulation desk at Foley Library or reffing intramural sports on Mulligan Field, it's a new work-study position that is making the biggest impact on the Gonzaga community.
While it may not be the most glamorous gig in the world, I get to go to bed at night knowing I'm keeping my fellow Zags safe.
Connor Anderson is the first stop sign work study, an occupation that finally addresses a concern Gonzaga students have had for years.
It's actually really dangerous to be a pedestrian in the Logan. I mean, there's cars parked on both sides of the street, and every intersection is unprotected, so it's really a free-for-all when you're trying to move around.
I am the protection. I'm the only line of defense between Gonzaga students and certain death.
While many folks love the addition of a human stop sign, some aren't quite as impressed.
Look, I understand that a lot of people just fly this intersection. I get it. I live right here. But come on, dude. We don't need to hear your whistle every day, all day.
I realize that in this line of work, you make some enemies, and I am perfectly fine with that. This is more than a work-study job. This is a mission. This is a passion.
And that passion has led to perfection. Ever since Anderson has taken over his role, there have been no collisions at this intersection. The new battle, however, is enforcing the one-way street.
Yeah, people just go the wrong way all the time. It's pretty ridiculous, you know? We'll be in the backyard tending to our grass and just see people drive the wrong way. It's rough.
Look, the one-way has been my greatest challenge yet. But I'm sure if I put all my might into it, I will one day quell all illegal traffic on this here street.
And here's to hoping he does. Zach Walls, Updog News.
And on that note,
That is our show.
thank you for watching the Updog. If you're interested in contributing, you can DM us on Twitter or Instagram at The Updog Show.
Whether you want to write, shoot, edit, or act, we need you here at the Updog.
Now, if you excuse us, we have a lot of candy to eat.